This is Scott Kaplan and Crew Tonight. The very best from today's Scott Kaplan and Crew show on the mightier 1090 AM ESPN Radio. SoCal Sports Talk. Here's Scott Kaplan, Alex Padilla, and John Browner.
Hey, great friends. What is going on? This is Kaplan and Crew from the 7 Mile Casino Studios, 7milecasino.com, along with Grande and the Brown Man. We got a lot we want to get to. So, again, for everybody that's just getting with us on radio on ESPN 1090, happy to have you guys here. Everybody who's listening on audio podcast platforms, Apple, Spotify, Stitcher, Google Play, TuneIn, Amazon Music, and even iHeart, possibly listening on your own time. You might be catching up on a different day. Happy you guys are here as well. Always audio podcasters. If you're listening, like today is Tuesday, April 19th, but if you're listening a week in it later or whatever, and you're just catching up, hit us up on Twitter at Kaplan and Crew and let us know what you're listening to, what you're hearing, and send out some replies. For everybody that's part of our YouTube channel this afternoon, remember, subscribe, give a thumbs up, get involved in the chat, leave a comment down below. Gosh, we're asking for a lot today.
Let's do a thumbs up challenge.
What do you want to do?
Let's see how many thumbs up we can get today.
I'd like to get into like the 100 range. You know, usually
Let's
we're
do
in
it
like the
like
35 to 40 range. Well, let's get to 100.
Let's say it every segment.
Yeah.
It's the thumbs up challenge.
Yeah.
If you're watching, give us a thumbs up.
Okay. Thumbs up. Can we get to 100 thumbs up today on YouTube? Which doesn't sound like a lot if you're listening on radio, but you got to understand, we're at about like 20% of people who are watching are giving a thumbs up. So let's see if we can get to 100 thumbs up today.
You know, every time people ask for it, and I kind of understand because I'm on YouTube a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Like I watch a lot of stuff on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like anything.
Oh yeah.
But then if someone like asks me to, I'm like, oh yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Here you go.
Yeah. What I've noticed recently on YouTube is that if somebody comes down below the video player and they leave a comment, just something like, hey, what's going on, great friends? Just that. When I reply to the comment, they actually get an email that says, hey, Scott replied to your comment. And then they reply to my comment and I get an email knowing that they replied to me. So it is an interesting way. I agree.
That's an email.
I agree.
That's if you subscribe to notifications that way.
Right. Well, how else could you subscribe to notifications?
Well, you just go. That's a whole other.
Oh, all right. So yeah, after the last conversation
about private, you got to go to privacy and settings and blah 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 blah. Yeah.
Well,
I don't have any notifications for anything.
Yeah, no, I love notifications. I put notifications
I barely get
on for
text
everything.
notifications.
No.
Yeah, I thought about muting my text notifications.
Seriously, I
barely get 'em.
dude, I just had this conversation with my fiance. You remember Browner, or maybe you guys? I don't know how old you were. But when I was in high school, cell phones were coming out.
Yeah.
And it was all about what ringtone you had on your phone.
Yeah.
Now, if my phone makes a noise, I get angry. I'm like, hey, shut up. Everything vibrate.
Remember the ringback tones? Like somebody would call you and then a song would play for them?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
You had different people had different ringtones or different songs. Oh, yeah.
I never did that.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure you're
I
not
did all of
surprised.
that.
I never did that. Hey, I will tell you this, though. I set my phone to allow for all notifications from pretty much every app that I use. Because most people don't. Most people are like, do not allow notifications. I actually want to receive the notifications. I like to get them. You know, so like every news app, every sports app, although I will say this, like the Fox Sports app is very annoying because I rarely have my phone's volume on. That's why I miss so many phone calls because my phone doesn't ring. I mean, I've got it on silent. But if I do have the thing turned on, all of a sudden Fox will hit me up with bum 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 bum, like, and that was and I get this noise. I'm like, oh God.
Most
if we ever get to
who receive lots of calls, their phone is always on silent. You just can't take it. You can't take it.
If we ever get to the Cap story later on, you'll see a video of Kaepernick talking, and whoever ripped the video from the podcast they were watching had notifications on for like every time Pat McAfee sends a tweet, he gets notification. I'm like, why? That dude tweets a lot.
Yeah.
Like he's not Woj, he's not breaking news.
That is one, by the way. Interesting you mentioned that. Twitter is an example. I do not have the notifications turned on Twitter, and a lot of times when I'm on it, it'll ask me, do you want to turn on notifications? And I always say not now. And the reason I don't do that is because I don't want my phone to buzz every time somebody says something to me on Twitter. I'm happy to go into the app, see my notifications, and go in that way. I don't want
Twitter. You can really, really customize your notifications on Twitter, dude. Like you can get a tweet every time someone like tweets anything with Scott Kaplan, and if they don't have to tag you. just the name Scott Kaplan can send an alert to you if you really wanted it.
Yeah. The reason I have all
Twitter's notifications can be crazy.
The reason I have all my my notifications on most apps, and I don't with Instagram, I don't with Facebook, I don't with Twitter, any of the social apps, I don't. But the reason I do have them on is because, having a company that does this sort of stuff with Sided, I always say to people when they first download the app, I'm like, make sure you turn the notifications on. The reason being is because if I'm involved in a conversation and I see that Alex leaves a comment, and then I decide to give Alex a thumbs up or a thumbs down, but then I decide to reply to the comment, that's how Alex gets a notification that I've replied. Now, when he opens up the Sided app, he can see his little bell has a red button in it, and he goes, oh, people are talking to me. But I actually like to receive the notifications from the app itself. So I like to study this stuff and learn about it. But again, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, it would just be too much, But I have like notifications, I want to say like Fox News, or not Fox News, Fox Sports.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. God,
let it out, man. Let it out. It's okay. Let it out.
Gosh, you just even say that. Oh, you're such a villain.
I know.
Oh, and by the way, to
man.
screw up the difference between Fox News and Fox Sports. Oh, what a villain you are. But Fox Sports, ESPN, and even Channel 8 here in San Diego, I don't know why I have it turned on, but when Channel 8, I don't even know why I have their app, but I downloaded their app for some reason at some time, and every time there's a news story, I'll get a notification, and I don't mind it. I know a lot of people don't like it. I don't mind it. I mean,
so thumbs up challenge.
Okay, thumbs up challenge. Thumbs up challenge. We're trying to get to triple digits today in thumbs up on YouTube, which I know sounds really cheesy and sounds like really small time, but I'm just telling you right now, let's do it. Let's do a beautiful thing. All right, great friends. We are in the 7 Mile Casino Studios, 7milecasino.com. Let's get jumping into it here. Let's start with what's going on. So the Padres last night, let's get to this. Padres beat the Cincinnati Reds. We mentioned this yesterday, that the Padres were going to have a former player return. And when former players return to play the Padres, they usually do quite well against the Padres. As it turns out, in this particular instance,
Jed Jerko stands out.
Jed Jerko to me is the ultimate guy, right? He's like the number one guy that didn't quite live up to the billing with the Padres, but when he left and he went to St. Louis, anytime he played against the Padres, he hit a home run or he ripped them, And there are lots of other examples of guys who were not successful with the Padres who would come back and be really good against the Padres. So yesterday we were talking about Tommy Pham. And how Tommy Pham had made this comment. I don't remember who he was talking to, but when he went to the Reds, he had this comment like, I'm all about me. I'm about my numbers. Baseball is gonna chew me up and spit me out, and then career's over, and that's it. That's the end of it. Me, right now, I'm about me. I'm about selfishness. I'm about my personal statistics, and that's all I care about. And I'm paraphrasing, but I'm not that far off, am I?
No.
I mean, that's kind of what Tommy Pham said.
I'm gonna look after me.
Yeah, I'm gonna look after me. They didn't look after me with the Padres. I didn't have the numbers I could have generated. I almost died in a strip club in San Diego. I'm gonna look after me. Well, he comes into this game yesterday hitting, what was his batting average? 0.86, something like that.
He had one hit in 26.
Right, he's 1 for 26 so far on the season. And don't you know
it? He's due.
Yeah, right. Don't you just know it that his first at bat against the Padres, he winds up hitting a home run? I mean, isn't that just such a Padre thing to have happen? Thankfully, the Padres went on to win, and Manny Machado's bat is alive early.
That was the only run they gave up.
And it was the only run they gave up. But that was pretty San Diego, that moment, wasn't it?
I mean, come on. We all thought this dude, he's going to have a big game and we're going to lose this game. Right? I can't be alone here.
I didn't think we're going to lose. They're not good. And if we're good, we need to be able to beat these teams in series more times than we don't. We can't split with teams like this. So I was taking this series as an indication of how good we're going to be this year. I did the same thing with the Diamondbacks. I'm doing the same thing with this team. If we can't beat them in a series, then we're not very good.
Okay. All right. Well, I think that's fair.
I agree with that.
That's fair.
But I just think Browner, like we said yesterday, you're a little new to this. You don't have as many battle scars being a Padres fan
That's
as a lot
good.
of us. Right, it is good because you have this positive outlook. So we actually talked about
Optimism.
this at the game.
Yeah.
Me and Scott talked about this at the game on Saturday. How you don't have the battle wounds, right? Like you just don't, which is a good thing for you. For a lot of Padres fans, we all watched that first home run. We're like, here we go.
Yeah. Right.
Here we go.
And the idea that he could potentially hit for the cycle, we're like, wait a second. Tommy Pham is going to return to San Diego in his first game back with the lowly Cincinnati Reds, and this dude's going to potentially hit for the cycle. I mean, that would be such a San Diego thing to have happen.
I mean, how awful are the Reds that a dude with one hit is your third hitter?
Right. He's in the lineup. He's 1 for 26. Like at some point you figure maybe they go, hey, Tommy, tonight, rather than hitting third, we're going to have you hitting like 7th or 8th. You know what I mean? Just, let you get going a little bit here. No, that's what we got. He's hitting third.
Yep. It just is like, yeah. And then he hit a triple the second at bat.
Mhm.
And you're like, well, here we go. Like he got the two out the way. Those are the hard ones.
Mhm.
He's easily going to hit for the cycle. But I would, you know what though? And maybe I'm a terrible fan for this. I was kind of rooting for it. It looked like the Padres. It looked like the Padres because it looked like the Padres were going to win. Nobody else was doing anything. So you're like, it would be a hilarious thing if Tommy Pham came back and hit for the cycle. Like that would be hilarious.
Yeah, especially
if the Padres still
if
won.
the Padres won, right? Well, the Padres did win, and listen, I got to give it up to Manny Machado. Yeah, the Padres won.
Yeah.
I say the Padres won.
Sorry, he had a double and then a single. He didn't have the triple.
Oh,
that's what it was.
All right. Well, the Padres won. Your team got smoked.
Yeah.
I say the Padres won.
I wouldn't say smoked. I don't, but they won.
They won. Your team kind of got smoked. Yeah. The Padres won.
You lost by 3.
I say the Padres won. That's why yesterday when we posted that picture and we showed it on the air, the black and white picture of us in the outfield on Saturday, and I think it was you, Alex, who tagged us in a tweet, #Island Boys.
I think I did on Instagram.
Oh, yeah. So you hashtagged us, the Island Boys.
I think because someone tagged me as the Island Boys, and I was like, yes, I will do that.
Oh my God, that picture just cracks me up.
Yeah, mixtape dropping soon. #Island Boys.
Yeah, dude. Can you put that on the screen for everybody who's watching? When you put this out there, that you said the mixtape is dropping soon. This picture just absolutely cracks me up. Alex, you look tough and mean. The way you're wearing the sunglasses and the SD hat, and you got your Manchester United t-shirt on, and you kind of have your hands in a way that looks like, like let's go. You know?
I know how to pose.
And then Browner got that look like, homeboy, you don't want that smoke.
Spit hot
fire.
You
don't want that smoke. And then I got the look.
I just hit that blunt. Got the smoke, got to blow it out.
Yeah. And then I got a look of, who's the old white guy that's with you two young, cool, happening dudes?
It looks like you asked us to take a picture with us.
Here's our attorney.
Right. It looks like, hey, you guys are my favorite rappers. Can I get a picture with you guys?
Yeah, it's like, in that movie NWA, they had Paul Giamatti play the manager.
Right, the Jewish manager guy.
Yeah.
That's me.
Yeah.
That's me.
Yeah.
I'm like, put that back up on the screen one more time. It's like, got my guys right here. These are my guys. I'm the lawyer.
They're gonna be huge. They're gonna be huge.
Right. I'm like, what doesn't fit here? It's the old white guy in the plaid short sleeve button down shirt who thinks he's at the beach. Okay. And by the way, this is a black and white picture. My hair looks white in this picture.
Yeah.
Yeah. I took my hat off, which maybe made me look a little cooler and younger and tougher. But I took my hat off and now I look old. My hair looks white.
Younger and tougher.
Yeah. With you two guys, I look old and lame. You two guys look young and tough and cool. It's true.
I didn't really analyze the picture as much as you
I
did, but I guess
I analyzed the hell out of it.
Yeah.
I did.
I just posted it.
I know. I did. Hey, before we get moving back, I want to get back to the Padres because I do think I'd like to hear the aftermath of the Tatis playing soccer thing that a lot of people were talking about, because the media yesterday got to Bob Melvin, and I want to hear his reply to it. And I also want to maybe even look at some of what's been going on, meaning it was a good win yesterday against a bad team, but Manny Machado, who traditionally gets off to slower starts and turns it on later is off to a really nice hot start. We'll get there in just one second. Before we do, though, can I just mention to everybody this product right here over my left shoulder, Athletic Greens? Alex, are you still taking them every day?
Yes, every day.
I love this product. I absolutely love this product. I'm going to tell you why. I went to a buddy of mine's house. He's a doctor, medical doctor, and he goes into this drawer in his kitchen, right? And he takes out all these bottles, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He takes out all these bottles, and he's going bottle to bottle. This is fish oil. This is vitamin C. This is vitamin D. This is vitamin B. This is a multivitamin. I'm like, what are you doing, man? And he's like, I'm taking all my vitamins. And I'm like, you go through this process every day where you take out 6 or 8 bottles of vitamins and then you pull them out one by one and then you take a big handful of vitamins. That's terrible. Athletic Greens, though, here's how easy this is. 75 high quality vitamins, minerals, whole food source superfoods, and probiotics. Okay. What you do is you take the powder, you put 1 scoop of it right here into this Athletic Greens bottle. By the way, when you buy Athletic Greens through us, you also get this vitamin D product, which is a 1-year supply of vitamin D. It takes 1 little drop, boop, just 1 little tiny drop. So you put water, first you put water in the Athletic Greens bottle, then you put the powder in, then you put 1 little drop in, you shake it all up, and then you crush it. And it tastes great. It's not like, those things you like, it's so green, it must taste like crap. It's delicious. It's not like they just took a bunch of kale and put it through a blender and it tastes like crap. This is delicious. So I take this every morning about 6:30 a.m. before I have any coffee, before I have any food. I take the Athletic Greens early in the morning. And let me just tell you this. If you have problems with like movements, all the probiotics in here are really going to help you. If you want sustained energy throughout the day, if you're one of these people that needs a Starbucks at 3 p.m, forget about it. You won't need it anymore. Great sleep, really clear mind, all the vitamins you need for a day, and it's really inexpensive. So go to athleticgreens.com/Kaplan, athleticgreens.com/Kaplan. You're going to get the 1-year supply of vitamin D for free. You're going to get the 5 free travel packs, which you're going to need because once you get on this stuff, you're going to want it every day, even if you're on the road. So you're going to get the 5 free travel packs, the 1 year of vitamin D for free. All you have to do is go to athleticgreens.com/Kaplan, athleticgreens.com/Kaplan. And I just want to say to all the great friends out there, we all said at the beginning of the year, we're going to get healthier. We're going to get fitter. We're going to make sure we're in good enough shape to keep our bodies going. And we're going to stay alive, man. I'm telling you, Athletic Greens, you're going to love this product. I take it every single day. I love it. I do. athleticgreens.com/Kaplan. Browner, couldn't get you to stay on this stuff, huh? You changed your pooping patterns. So, you back to fast food and sodas, huh?
No. I'm back to night pooping. The day pooping, the morning pooping. The first thing I do in the day can't be poop. I can't really, I couldn't get with that.
Yeah. See, for me, it's like the first 3 things I do after I take the Athletic Greens.
What I would say is, what I will give it credit for, it was effective. It got the job done. It did what it was supposed to do. If you in the morning pooping and you got to get it out right away, this is the product.
Yeah.
Helps you flush it all out, be healthy for the day.
Yeah, I know. I love it. I do. All right. Hey, back to the stories of the day, though. The Padres. Alex, do you want to play for us? So let me reset this, and maybe you still have the video. So Fernando Tatis 2 days ago, this was on Sunday. The Padres were playing a national TV game, and the national TV camera guys caught Fernando Tatis before the game, kind of doing pregame rituals kind of stuff, which turned into playing soccer. So here he is. We're all watching this together. And Tatis is playing soccer, and, listen, I'm sure he's having a great time with his pals, but when he trips over a ball and lands on his wrist, anybody who thinks that this guy is going to come back and help elevate the Padres, which I know I do, when I see that, here's what I'm worried about. Right elbow, right shoulder, right wrist, right hand, right hip, right knee, right ankle. I mean, when I see him fall over that soccer ball, I'm like, dude, when is he going to understand who he is, how important he is, the investment they made in him, and how much this team needs him to get back healthy as fast as possible? When is he going to get all of this? And you would just think that after the offseason, the motorcycle accident, not getting his hand fixed, waiting till he comes back for the start of spring training, and now being on a 60-day injured list, you just would think that he'd be a little bit more careful. But I don't know. The media got to Bob Melvin yesterday. Can we hear what the manager of the Padres said?
Yes, we can.
All right, beautiful.
Where is Fernando out when it comes to baseball activities and what he's able to do?
Yeah, he was out at shortstop today making some throws to first base. He's doing a lot of conditioning, trying to do as much activity as he possibly can. Obviously, the last thing will be swinging. He's doing some virtual stuff in the cages as well. So he's doing a lot of stuff. But the last thing will be putting a bat in his hand and swinging.
Did you see the footage of him yesterday playing soccer? I know ESPN had that in high def. And any thoughts on that?
Yeah, I did. And you know what? He's got a brace on. It's padded. I visually maybe not the best look, and I've talked to him a little bit about that. But he's trying to get a lot of conditioning. He is protected as far as the hand goes. So that's what I have on that.
All right. So listen, Bob Melvin. For those of you listening on radio, you couldn't see it, but I can see it. There's a little bit of a smile. And there's kind of I spoke to him about it kind of thing. Let's get a little deeper into this when we come back. We're in the 7 Mile Casino Studios. This is Kaplan and Crew with Grande and the Brown Man on Tuesday, the 19th of April. Let's get to what Bob Melvin said, and let's break this down. Coming right back. This is Kaplan and Crew.
We'll be right back with more of Scott Kaplan and Crew tonight. The very best from today's Scott Kaplan and Crew show on the mightier 1090 AM ESPN Radio. SoCal Sports Talk.
You're watching Kaplan and Crew tonight, powered by the mightier 1090 AM ESPN Radio and Your View, featuring the best sports talk in SoCal.
The Rich Eisen Show airs Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 12 noon. An engaging blend of insightful football expertise with an offbeat mix of humor and pop culture while continuing to attract the most recognizable names in sports and entertainment. Only on the mightier 1090 ESPN Radio. SoCal Sports Talk.
Rugby. It's America's fastest growing sport and the predecessor of American football, combining football's physicality, the free-flowing grace of soccer, the ball-handling skills of basketball, and the intensity of ice hockey. No pads, no helmets, all action. Rugby Wrap-Up and Major League Rugby every Thursday night at 9 p.m. on Your View.
Hanging out at the beach? What a lifestyle. And you could be here every day if you enter the San Diego Giving Back Raffle, a benefit for Ronald McDonald House Charities of San Diego.
Grand prize is this multi-million-dollar home 1 block from the ocean. Or you can win a sports car, a dream vacation, or cash. Everyone is guaranteed to win a fabulous prize. The Giving Back Raffle helps families in need, like the Uggan family.
Visit sdraffle.com to learn more.
Main streets are the heart of our communities, where we connect with our neighbors, support local businesses, and share new adventures. Main Street Living celebrates all of this, bringing you uplifting stories with guests from across the country and your community. Main Street Living covers what's important to you today, from our street to your street. Join Cheryl, Danielle, and Quincy for Main Street Living, Mondays at 9 on Your View.
So I became a dentist because I just love science and I love art. I have a music background, so I wanted to do something that I can use the hand dexterity that I've developed, through my musical training. We've had a practice in San Diego for 25 years. It's called the Super Dentist. For over 2 decades, I've had parents ask me the same questions on a daily basis. And so I decided to put all of this information in one place. I wrote a book. Title of it is If Your Mouth Could Talk. Because if your mouth could talk, it would tell you about the condition of your entire life. Right now, the oral care marketplace is a mess. And so we decided to launch a new company called Supermouth, which is a subscription model of oral care. And so we want to be proactively educating parents, providing the tools and the oral care products to make sure they can raise healthier, happier, more successful kids. The education piece is a key piece in our company, because if you're educated as a parent, you're going to do the right things. People can find my book, If Your Mouth Could Talk, themouthbook.com, and purchase the book there, and also get some special gifts to go along with the book.
It doesn't matter what your background is and where you come from. If you have dreams and you have goals, and that's all that really matters.
I owe a lot to Charlie.
When you're black, it's not a movement, it's a lifestyle. This is who we are.
The Rising. Check your local listings for air dates and times.
Watch the Austin Gilronis take on your San Diego Legion Thursday, May 28th at 5 p.m. on YourView.
We are very proud to announce that the Mightier 1090 is SoCal's newest ESPN affiliate. Introducing the Mightier 1090 ESPN Radio. One of the largest radio stations in North America just got bigger and better. Joining forces with the worldwide leader of sports, ESPN. The Mightier 1090 ESPN Radio.
Rugby. It's America's fastest growing sport and the predecessor of American football. Combining football's physicality, the free-flowing grace of soccer, the ball handling skills of basketball, and the intensity of ice hockey. No pads, no helmets, all action. Rugby Wrap-Up and Major League Rugby every Thursday night at 9 p.m. on YourView.
The 2022 San Diego Loyal season continues. Live on YourView and YourView.com. Watch the San Diego Loyal host the Colorado Springs Switchbacks Saturday, May 14th at 7 p.m. Come join us at Torero Stadium and support the San Diego Loyal as they continue their bid for the 2022 USL Championship. Tickets are available. San Diego Loyal versus the Colorado Springs Switchbacks Saturday, May 14th on YourView.
It doesn't matter what your background is and where you come from. If you have dreams and you have goals, and that's all that really matters.
I owe a lot to Charlie.
When you black, it's not a movement, it's a lifestyle. This is who we are.
The Rising. Check your local listings for air dates and times.
Here's Kaplan and Crew tonight's 60-second timeout with Haley Stasiak.
San Diego State softball moved up to number 23 in the D1 softball rankings. The Aztecs got the series win against Boise State this last weekend. After a series opening loss, SDSU bounced back in Game 2 and got the win in 13 innings after a 2-out RBI single from Taylor Adams in the 13th. On Sunday in the finale, they got the win at 3-2 behind a group effort in the circle and a big fourth inning where they scored their 3 runs. Maggie Valent picked up her 5th save of the season in the win, which is one off a school record that is held by 3 former Aztecs. SDSU is 29-12 overall. They've won all 5 Mountain West series this season and are first in the league. They'll take on UC San Diego in a midweek matchup on Wednesday in their final non-conference game of the year. Then this weekend, they'll match up against San Jose State for a 3-game set. That's your 60-second timeout. Now back to more Kaplan and Crew tonight.
Kaplan and Crew tonight's 60-second timeout is presented by YourView.
I'm tax attorney Adam Brewer. If you have a serious tax problem with the IRS or state of California, then you don't need a tax relief company, you need a tax attorney. Call or visit my website to schedule your free tax evaluation.
Watch the Austin Gilronis take on your San Diego Legion Thursday, May 28th at 5 p.m. on YourView.
I'm tax attorney Adam Brewer. If you have a serious tax problem with the IRS or state of California, then you don't need a tax relief company, you need a tax attorney. Call or visit my website to schedule your free tax evaluation.
Welcome back. This is Scott Kaplan and Crew tonight. The very best from today's Scott Kaplan and Crew show on the Mightier 1090 AM ESPN Radio. SoCal Sports Talk. Here's Scott Kaplan, John Browner, and Alex Padilla.
All right, great friends. This is Kaplan and Crew from the 7 Mile Casino Studios, along with Grande and the Brown Man. What is going on Tuesday, April 19th? By the way, since we're getting back onto the airwaves of 1090 and we're getting back onto television right now on Channel 4 San Diego, part of the Cox YourView network, and of course on YouTube, which, by the way, Alex, you ready? The thumbs up challenge today. Can we get to 100 thumbs up on YouTube this afternoon? That would be very helpful. Yeah,
No problem.
You think we got this?
I trust the great friends.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, we're usually in that like. No, I am. I
don't
don't.
know.
I'm not really positive. I'm not sure, really. I mean, we're usually in that like 30 to 40 range, and we have several hundred people on YouTube that cycle through as the afternoon goes on. So it shouldn't be that hard. But what does happen is if you go to hit the thumbs up and you're not logged in, you may not be able to take that action. So that's kind of the thing. A lot of people can watch the show on YouTube not being logged in. We're going for 100. We're going for triple digit likes today on YouTube. So give a thumbs up for those of you that are watching on YouTube. Before we move on, though, and get back to the Tatis, Bob Melvin, Padres, and we're going to get to the Dodgers and what happened with them last night. Hey, Browner, tomorrow night, I am so stoked for you, dude. Tomorrow night, Browner is performing stand-up comedy at Humphreys. Show starts at 7. Tickets are only $10. Browner on stage and Lawhead on stage. So the Browner and Lawhead show comes to life on stage doing stand-up comedy tomorrow night. I'm super stoked. Browner, I really think, honestly, this could turn into a big deal for you. Not tomorrow night exclusively. I'm just saying you might find yourself on the road before you know it, doing comedy around the country. Seriously.
Hey, man, listen, if everything goes as planned, I would hope so. You always want to take the advantage of opportunities that you get. I think a lot of comedians and young comedians and people who aspire to be comedians like the opportunity of stage time. And for Jason to be so generous and thoughtful enough to consider me to be a part of this, I thought it was great.
Yeah. Tomorrow night, Humphreys. Tickets are only $10. You can buy them now on Ticketmaster, or you can, I'm assuming, get them at the door. Now, the capacity is 250 people. I'm hoping we can bring in 250 because the more people we bring in, the better the crowd will be, and the more energy that'll be in the room, and the comics will just have a great night, and it'll be a lot of fun. So come on down tomorrow. Alex, can you put up on the screen for everybody? Because I know, listen, anybody who's listening in San Diego, this is an easy trip for you. This is a no big deal. But if you're watching the TV show in Orange County, or even if you're in LA for any reason, you decide you want to come down and hang out, we're all going to be there. Alex, can you put the slide on the screen where we show Brown? There he is. There's Lawhead. When's he coming on the show today? Is he coming on to promote today?
Yeah.
All right, beautiful. Lawhead, tomorrow night, April 20th, Browner, warming it up. Browner, remember, I'm not going to get there till 7:30. Do not let them put you on stage first, man.
I will hold out until you show up.
Yeah, thanks. I don't know.
Randy and Ellen better slow it down, you know?
Yeah, right. Tell Randy and Ellen and Jim that you need to be the person that goes on before Lawhead so that you can bring Lawhead on and also wait for me to get there. Like, I'm being very selfish about this, but I need to wait.
I don't even know if it's in that order. I have no idea we can ask Jason.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Jason can tell them what order to put it in.
All right, Jason will be here coming up shortly, and we'll promote the heck out of this show. And we really invite everybody to come down. Now, just on a completely side note here for a moment, I mentioned yesterday, fellas, that I'm putting together a Great Friends Luncheon. Mark your calendars for May 6th. I haven't told you where or when yet, but I'll give you a sneak preview. It's middle of the day. I've waited until 2 o'clock. I know it's a little late for lunch, but I'm waiting so that Alex can make sure he can join us. Because when we get off the air, Alex has a bunch of work to do. So that's number one. Number two, I'll tell you that it's in Solana Beach. I won't tell you the name of the place quite yet. And then lastly, when I announce all of this, I'll give you a phone number to call, and you can call and make your reservation. And there's only going to be about 16 spots in this Great Friends Lunch. Big, long table, 20 people, all of us sitting around, laughing, having a great time, talking it out. And I'll have more details coming up. But I've already gotten a lot of people saying, I'm ready to make my reservation now for the Great Friends Lunch. Mark your calendar, May 6th, 2 p.m., Solana Beach. More details coming. The Great Friends Luncheon. I want to start doing this. I feel like we all need to get back together again. So, like the boat trip on the Yacht America made me think that. And then being down at the Padre game this past Saturday with the original Great Friends made me think that. Even the IV lounges at iThrive MD make me feel like we all want to get back together again. We all want to go back to life. So I'm going to start doing this lunch series where we can all hang out together on a Friday afternoon. You like that idea, Grande? You haven't really given me much feedback on that.
Do I? Yeah, it sounds good. Listen, man, if I don't got to wear a mask on a plane no more, I don't care.
Isn't that crazy?
Thanks, federal judge.
Isn't that crazy how yesterday they did make this announcement that you don't have to wear now I wanted to understand this. Is it you don't have to wear a mask on an airplane and you don't have to wear a mask in the airport any longer if you choose not to? Is that really what's going on here? Because I know I saw a story in Philadelphia that in Philly they were going back to the indoor mask mandate,
So
Right.
it's a little confusing, I think, like because it depends where you're going.
Mm-hmm.
So you may not have to wear, like, let's say, who was it? Alaska and Delta, and I don't know what other airlines did
I
it
think
yesterday.
Southwest.
So you could be in a city that doesn't require you to wear masks in the airport,
Uh-huh.
but you could be
Mhm.
flying to a city that does. So that means as soon as you get to that city, you got to put on a mask in that airport,
Mm-hmm.
from my understanding.
Yeah.
So
If it's not federal, it's going to be very confusing because each state has been so wild and completely opposite from one state to the next state, so you don't know what's what. Like California is different than Arizona, New Mexico is different from Texas, Texas is different from Illinois, Denver's different from Oklahoma. Like there's not one thing for everybody, and so each individual state is governing for itself when it comes to this, and it's just been a disaster all around.
Well, I love Alex. You've got this slide. Federal mask mandates end on planes, and there's like a flight attendant who's doing the whole, hey, there's lights on either side of
Yeah.
the aisles, and I saw a bunch of videos that were going viral where like a flight attendant was like, folks, just to let you know, you don't have to wear your masks anymore. Breathe in the fresh air, and people were like cheering in
Yeah.
airplanes.
On our Delta hub, it says masks now optional for employees, customers following White House announcements.
Wow,
There you
people care that much about not wearing masks.
Dude, on the flight back from Chicago, I was struggling that I just put my hat backwards,
Mhm.
put my head on the front of the headrest,
Mhm.
took my mask down, and passed out the whole way. I didn't wear a mask that flight. No one said anything.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, dude.
I know, it's so wild. I mean, we're still like the reaction from people. Woo! We don't have to wear masks. Woo! It's like
It was weird on the flight to Chicago. I think I was American, and they didn't sell any booze. And on the way back, it was Delta, and they sold booze. It's all. I don't really know what's happening on planes.
yeah. I know I got to fly I was just looking at my calendar. I got to fly up to Boise, Idaho, May 12th so that I can get to Boise, go get my daughter, and then drive home with her to San Diego because she's coming home for the summer. And I'm like, you're not leaving your car in Boise, you know? You're not going to leave your
How'd
car
she get it
there.
up there?
She drove it with her friend, but her friend is not coming back.
Oh.
So I don't want her driving by herself. I don't want her. It's like a 13, 14-hour drive. I don't want her driving by herself. And I haven't even been to Boise yet. Although I
There
am
you go.
going to Boise. I'm going to Boise for the San Diego State Boise State football game this year.
Who are you
Wearing.
rooting for?
I'm rooting for San Diego State.
Okay.
Why do I care that my kid goes to Boise State?
I don't know.
We'll see.
Tell you right now, I've been taking heat from people on Twitter. Last night, I'll tell a quick story here. Last night, I said this earlier, I was watching the Dodgers-Braves game on my computer. I was watching the Padres-Reds game on my TV. And in the other room, I had on the Golden State Warriors against the Denver Nuggets in NBA basketball. And in the first inning of the Dodgers-Braves game, Freddie Freeman hit a home run. Now, I'm a sucker for a good story. I love a good, dramatic story. So the story is, here's Freddie Freeman, who grew up in Southern California, who was essentially raised in and by the Atlanta Braves organization, becomes a World Series champion last year by knocking off the Dodgers, and the Braves don't re-sign this guy and let him walk out the door. And he walks into the Dodger clubhouse. And he's making a lot of money, and he's got all these great credentials, and he's just another additive piece that the Dodgers can go out and buy any player they want, right? So Freeman, in his first extra base hit at Dodger Stadium, the crowd, as he's standing on second base, Freddie. I mean, they're already giving him this crazy amount of love. He didn't have to do anything, essentially. He just came home and put on the Dodger uniform, and they gave him all the love. Well, last night in the first inning, as the Braves went from San Diego to LA, Freddie Freeman comes up to bat, and all everybody's talking to this guy about is, the emotions. I got all my old friends over there. I got out of the elevator. I saw the trainer. I wasn't ready for it. It's so emotional. I walked into the clubhouse, hugged it out with all my guys. In his first at bat for the Dodgers against his former team, Freddie Freeman hits his first home run in a Dodger uniform. I love stories like these. I don't care who's playing. I love stories like these. And I tweeted about it. Wow, what a story. Freddie Freeman, first at bat against his former team, hits his first home run in a Dodger uniform. And I send this tweet out. And dude, I start getting blasted by Padre fans for tweeting about something that happened during a Dodger game. Really? You guys really care that much? You guys care that much?
Those people, man. Have a good story. Like there are a bunch of good stories across baseball. When the guy has a moment like that, it's okay to cheer. Like if you love the sport, it's okay to appreciate something awesome happening for another team, unless it's phony. But
by the way, that's another thing. My son called me this morning from college. He goes, Dad, I just saw the clip from yesterday where Browner is calling Ohtani phony. He goes, that's the worst take I've ever heard in my life, to call Ohtani phony. And I went, well, what can Brown do for you?
And where are they at? How did they do last night?
I don't know. How did they do last night?
See?
Yeah, you don't know.
I told you, do it against the Astros. He didn't.
Yeah.
He didn't.
What happened? What happened last night?
I think it was 1 for 3.
Oh.
They lost. Altuve got hurt. Trout didn't play. Rendon didn't play. I got that little ticker at the bottom. I know what happened.
All right. I didn't. I told you I was watching Reds and Padres. I was watching Dodgers and Braves, and I was watching Golden State versus Denver. So, Alex,
I got my eye on the Angels now. They're in trouble.
Mm-hmm. Okay, gotcha. Let us see and hear this Freddie Freeman situation from last night that caused so much headache for me with Padre fans.
Slices one to deep left center field. Freddie Freeman hits his first home run as a Dodger in his first at-bat against the Braves.
Yeah, there it is. And then he got interviewed, I guess, after the game. And all everybody talks to Freddie Freeman about is how emotional it is for him to have left the Braves and come home to L.A. Can we hear that?
Yeah, I don't know. I kind of just hit it, and I was like, oh my gosh, please go out. But it was just one of those moments that, obviously I just wanted to play well. It doesn't matter who the opponent is, but I think Trey mentioned it earlier. He's like, that was great of you to wait 9 games to hit your first home run to have your first one against the Braves, but and it worked out. But it's just good. I'm glad I had a lot of family here that they got to see me hit a home run.
Yeah. That's cool. I love that kind of story. So Padre fans are like, we don't care what's going on up in L.A. Stop tweeting about it, Kaplan. Like, yeah, I kind of am living this dual life. There's SD Cap and it's SD
LA
Scott
Cap.
and LA Cap. SD Scott and LA Cap. Yeah. So I'm living the dual life, Browner. You feel me?
I see you, big dog. Don't let nobody run you off your Twitter. If you want to tweet about Freddie Freeman, tweet about Freddie Freeman, dog. Let these folks know who LA Cap is, how you getting down. That's all. Ain't nothing wrong with that. And if they really give you a problem, you know what you need to do.
Tell me.
Tweet back at them.
Yeah. Give them the point.
That's it. Game. Whoa.
Although I do want to go. I do want to go to Petco Park this weekend. Padres Dodgers starts. Is it Friday? I think is the series.
Yep.
Starts this Friday. Anybody got plans to go? Padres Dodgers?
I'm going Friday.
Rumbling.
Really? Going Friday?
Yeah, I'm going Friday. Going Friday.
All right. I'm trying to.
I'll find a way to go to one of those games. Those are good games, man.
Yeah.
People hate each other at those games.
I was super into the fact that the National League got the DH, and
And
now
I don't like it.
Now I don't like it because our DH is awful, and the Dodgers lineup don't need any help. Like the Dodgers lineup is so good, they should make their pitchers hit just to balance it out a little bit.
Well,
I don't even know who their DH is, but I just know they have options.
Yeah.
Whereas like our DH sucks so bad, we don't have options.
He strikes out all the time. God, all the time.
And yesterday, I think it was his second at bat. Yeah, it was second at bat. And Luke Voigt, like he was cursing so much you could hear it clearly on the microphone.
Really?
Clearly, you could hear it.
I didn't
He was
see
just
that part.
yelling. Dropping Jesus' name out there and stuff, just
Wow.
loud. And I was like, bro, stop swinging like you want to hit it to National City. Like
every time.
Cut down the swing, dude. Like
Yeah.
it's baseball 101, man. Every single swing, this guy's like looks like he's gonna just completely do a 360 in his torso, man. Like,
Yeah.
My God.
I will give Luke Voigt credit for one thing: as poorly as he has played thus far, he is at least honest and open. You know, when people quote him, I mean, he just tells you how bad he sucks.
I mean, what's he
You know?
gonna say?
Yeah,
Right.
you
What's
know,
he gonna say?
but he literally though at least comes out and says it. Here he says, "I'm just playing terrible. Honestly, this is pretty pathetic how I've been playing. I'm a lot better than this." Well, we're waiting.
And
Yeah.
gonna keep waiting.
Yeah, we're
See
waiting.
this, and the reason it popped in my head, the Luke Voigt thing, is because obviously the Padres were rumored to be acquiring every superstar this offseason and got nobody.
Mhm.
So when Freddie Freeman, a first baseman, is doing the things that he's doing for the Dodgers, and Luke Voigt is doing, our first baseman yesterday was doing the things he's doing for the Padres, it's just like, yeah.
Yeah, and when you look at the Dodgers, just as an example, I mean, I see Freddie Freeman at first, and then Max Muncy at second, and then they shift, and Muncy is playing essentially shortstop and making a double play by himself, and I'm like, wow, Max Muncy. I mean, for a guy that he's I give him credit, he's a really good baseball player, but he just doesn't look overly athletic, and he's making these plays. Like last night, he made this double play. He got a ground ball at short, stepped on second on his own, and made the throw over to first. And I'm like, that guy moved positions because they got this much better by getting Freddie Freeman in. Yeah, Luke
Since
Voigt
LA
thing has not
Cap,
worked
can I
out
ask
yet.
you a question? Is Cody Bellinger still awful?
Cody Bellinger had a pretty good night last night,
Okay.
including hitting a home run. I think he went 2 for 4 last night,
Yeah,
didn't he?
That's all we need.
I know. Is Cody Bellinger getting better, right?
Right. Because that was like a little blip in the system over there. If Cody
Mhm.
Bellinger continued to have an off season, but yeah, likely not.
This division's off to a great start, by the way. That's not good for us either. We got to keep pace, man.
Yeah.
Dodgers are playing great. The Giants are playing great. Luckily, they're playing the Mets. I
It's
thought
early.
the Dodgers playing the Braves would kind of put the brakes on that. That didn't work out last night. And the Rockies are playing decent.
But that's what you said earlier about watching the Padres to make sure that they win series like these against the Reds.
Yes.
You have to win this series.
You have
And really the way the Dodgers just swept the Reds, ideally you sweep them.
And Scott, you said this yesterday. It's about staying afloat without Tatis. Like that's, you really have to. You can't fall too far behind, or behind at all. You got to try
Yeah.
and keep pace. Because I get we have expanded playoffs, and that's probably what we're looking at in this division is a wild card berth.
Mhm.
But you can't fall behind when the Tatis is out.
You're
these
going to
series matter a lot. If you go 500 against the Braves and against the Giants, that's okay.
Yeah.
But when you're playing the D-backs, when you're playing the Reds, when whoever else is coming up, you got to win those series.
Yeah. Hey, Browner, let me ask you a question before we keep moving on here, because we do have a lot of other stuff to get
We
to.
never even got to the Melvin thing.
The Bob Melvin. Oh,
We just
gosh.
played it. We never got to. You started
Oh,
talking about Freddie
goodness.
Freeman, LA Cap.
Oh gosh, really? Is that
Yeah, I
where
was
this-
gonna let you go. I was letting you go. That's what you wanted to talk about, so that's why I just let you go.
No, I want to get back to this Bob Melvin thing. I want to get back to Bob Melvin's comments about Tatis and what he said to him offline, not publicly. But before we do, hey Brown, did you get out yesterday for a ride one up day? Did you get on your e-bike?
Man, I took a nice, wonderful ride. I actually rode with as little pedal assist as possible because the pedal assist has got me in a good space to where I feel like I can really put some work in on the bike. And so I took a short trip, very, very little pedal assist to Golden Hills. There and back.
I'm impressed, man. I'm impressed that you're not using.
Look at
this
that
pic.
beaut.
I love how you use the bike as a model. You don't like say to somebody, "Hey, would you take a picture of me on my bike?" You just take the picture of the bike. Now that bike right there retails on rideoneup.co/greatfriends for $16.95. Now you can go find another e-bike somewhere else that's in the same quality range. That bike's going to cost you $3,400. This bike right here that Browner's been riding, huge battery life, can do up to almost 30 miles an hour. That's with you pedaling, of course. It's light, so it helps you zip up the hills, which is great. And I saw yesterday, I got an email from Ride One Up because, we have this affiliate deal with them. And we sold another bike yesterday. So I want to encourage everybody, if you're thinking that gas prices are too high, which they are, if you're thinking about just neighborhood riding, if you're thinking about fun or exercise like Browner's talking about, do us this favor and go to this website, Ride One Up. It's the ride and the number one, rideoneup.co. not .com, rideoneup.co/greatfriends. Use our promo code GreatFriends. You'll save $50 on the bike. And right now, Daniel Urbino, their CEO, is sending you a free phone mount for your bike. There's the bike that Browner has, the Limited right there. $16.95. You'll take $50 off. You'll also get the phone carrier. And listen, it's minor amount of assembly. That's how it's so inexpensive. rideoneup.co/greatfriends. You're thinking about an e-bike. Make sure you're thinking about Ride One Up. Get one up with rideoneup.co/greatfriends. All right, let me talk about this Bob Melvin thing. Coming right back. Stick around. We're in the 7 Mile Casino Studios. This is Kaplan.
Thank you for joining us. Catch Scott Kaplan and crew tonight from 7 to 8 p.m. Pacific every Monday through Friday. The very best from today's Scott Kaplan and crew show on the mightier 1090 AM ESPN Radio, SoCal Sports Talk.
You're watching Kaplan and Crew tonight, powered by the mightier 1090 AM ESPN Radio and Your View, featuring the best sports talk in SoCal.
1090 just got bigger and better. Please join us in welcoming SoCal's newest ESPN affiliate, the mightier 1090 ESPN Radio. NFL, MLB, NBA, live game, the best sports talk programming with the largest signal in all of California. The mightier 1090 ESPN Radio.
Rugby. It's America's fastest growing sport and the predecessor of American football, combining football's physicality, the free-flowing grace of soccer, the ball-handling skills of basketball, and the intensity of ice hockey. No pads, no helmets, all action. Rugby Wrap-Up and Major League Rugby every Thursday night at 9 p.m. on Your View.
The 2022 San Diego Loyal season continues. Live on Your View and YourView.com. Watch the San Diego Loyal host the Colorado Springs Switchbacks Saturday, May 14th at 7 p.m. Come join us at Torero Stadium and support the San Diego Loyal as they continue their bid for the 2022 USL Championship. Tickets are available. San Diego Loyal versus the Colorado Springs Switchbacks Saturday, May 14th on Your View.
From fitness to medical technology, explore how people are leading healthier lives on Your Health. Join Erica Cardenas as she introduces you to health experts and discover how our daily choices affect our well-being. Plus, learn simple tips for healthier living. Your Health, Sunday at 4:30 p.m. on Your View and YourView.com. Your Health is brought to you by Baja Rehab, alternative drug treatment. Here's Kaplan and Crew tonight's 60-second timeout with Haley Stasiak.
San Diego State softball moved up to number 23 in the D1 softball rankings. The Aztecs got the series win against Boise State this last weekend. After a series opening loss, SDSU bounced back in Game 2 and got the win in 13 innings after a 2-out RBI single from Taylor Adams in the 13th. On Sunday in the finale, they got the win at 3-2 behind a group effort in the circle and a big fourth inning where they scored their 3 runs. Maggie Valent picked up her 5th save of the season in the win, which is one off a school record that is held by 3 former Aztecs. SDSU is 29-12 overall. They've won all 5 Mountain West series this season and are first in the league. They'll take on UC San Diego in a midweek matchup on Wednesday in their final non-conference game of the year. Then this weekend, they'll match up against San Jose State for a 3-game set. That's your 60-second timeout. Now back to more Kaplan and Crew tonight.
Kaplan and Crew tonight's 60-second timeout is presented by Your View.
Dominating the SoCal radio airwaves for over 20 years. Join Scott Kaplan, Alex Padilla, and John Browner for Kaplan and Crew every Monday through Friday, 3 to 6 p.m. only on the mightier 1090 ESPN Radio, SoCal Sports Talk, and the mightier1090.com.
The 2022 San Diego Loyal season continues. Live on Your View and YourView.com. Watch the San Diego Loyal host the Colorado Springs Switchbacks Saturday, May 14th at 7 p.m. Come join us at Torero Stadium and support the San Diego Loyal as they continue their bid for the 2022 USL Championship. Tickets are available. San Diego Loyal versus the Colorado Springs Switchbacks Saturday, May 14th on Your View.
Main streets are the heart of our communities, where we connect with our neighbors, support local businesses, and share new adventures. Main Street Living celebrates all of this, bringing you uplifting stories with guests from across the country and your community. Main Street Living covers what's important to you today, from our street to your street. Join Cheryl, Danielle, and Quincy for Main Street Living. Mondays at 9 on Your View.
Rugby. It's America's fastest growing sport and the predecessor of American football, combining football's physicality, the free-flowing grace of soccer, the ball-handling skills of basketball, and the intensity of ice hockey. No pads, no helmets, all action. Rugby Wrap-Up and Major League Rugby every Thursday night at 9 p.m. on Your View.
Hollander Dental is unique because we have been serving the Carlsbad community for over 25 years. We have a very spacious office with ample parking and state-of-the-art technology. The office has been newly renovated, so all the equipment and facility is brand new. Any patient visiting Hollander Dental can expect to be taken care of at every step of their visit.
With care and love and support. So when we're going through tough times, as dental work is and can be, they make it easy for us as patients.
Investing in your smile and your overall dental health in the long run will help you save money by preventing other medical conditions.
I would absolutely recommend Hollander Dental.
I do recommend Hollander Dental to anyone I know who needs something done.
Watch the Austin Gilronis take on your San Diego Legion, Thursday, May 28th at 5 p.m. on Your View.
Hanging out at the beach? What a lifestyle. And you could be here every day if you entered the San Diego Giving Back Raffle, a benefit for Ronald McDonald House Charities of San Diego.
Grand prize is this multi-million-dollar home 1 block from the ocean. Or you can win a sports car, a dream vacation, or cash. Everyone is guaranteed to win a fabulous prize. The Giving Back Raffle helps families in need, like the Uggan family.
Visit sdraffle.com to learn more.
You're watching Kaplan and Crew tonight, powered by the mightier 1090 AM, ESPN Radio, and Your View, featuring the best sports talk in SoCal.
Hanging out at the beach? What a lifestyle. And you could be here every day if you entered the San Diego Giving Back Raffle, a benefit for Ronald McDonald House Charities of San Diego.
Grand prize is this multi-million-dollar home 1 block from the ocean. Or you can win a sports car, a dream vacation, or cash. Everyone is guaranteed to win a fabulous prize. The Giving Back Raffle helps families in need, like the Uggan family.
Visit sdraffle.com to learn more.
The 2022 San Diego Loyal season continues. Live on Your View and YourView.com. Watch the San Diego Loyal host the Colorado Springs Switchbacks Saturday, May 14th at 7 p.m. Come join us at Torero Stadium and support the San Diego Loyal as they continue their bid for the 2022 USL Championship. Tickets are available. San Diego Loyal versus the Colorado Springs Switchbacks Saturday, May 14th on Your View. If you love animals, Animal Zone is for you. From rescues to animal experts, Animal Zone is fun for the whole family. Watch Animal Zone right here on Your View, Saturdays at 8:30 a.m. and visit animalzone.org to learn more about the show.
Thank you for joining us. Catch Scott Kaplan and Crew tonight from 7 to 8 p.m. Pacific every Monday through Friday. The very best from today's Scott Kaplan and Crew show on the mightier 1090 AM, ESPN Radio, SoCal Sports Talk.